Hello tubers, this is Robert 28, 1979. I'm doing a little video here of the International dump truck. I went ahead and pulled it up under the carport real quick, show you all this. I am missing the grill, and yes, I did paint this black. Somebody painted it silver. I painted it black and put this red pin straping around it. I did an okay job on it, but oh, I did it all on the edges, back up around the fender lines and back down. Did something different. This was a Amarillo School District school truck. It's an S series. Have no clue. Both of them are just like that, just S series. See all this here. Nothing on the tag. When I got this truck, this latch would not work. The springs were broke. So I took the door apart, took the latch out, tore it all apart, grinded the pins off, made springs. Those are springs in there. I made them. Works great. Problem is, this door, y'all can see there, it is just completely floppy. This broke out here. Ooh. Broke out there, broke off inside. The bottom one's even worse. I mean, you can see they're just total shot. As y'all can see here, well, let me turn the night shot on. That looks pretty crappy. There we go. Night plus on. Property of Amarillo School District used to be. I know it. I put the brake controller in it. Turn the night shot off. Put a brake controller, I see up here, put a stereo in it, speakers. This is a seat out of a Chevrolet pickup, bent seat. I wish I could find the original bent seat that went to these trucks. And as y'all can see here, it's a model 1724. I believe that's what that is, International Harvester. Great. International Harvester. 1070 or 107 of 81. Sorry, let me turn it to where y'all can read it. There you go. That's the VIN number on it. Manufacturer date's 81. Why it says that and it says 10781, I don't know, but I believe it's a 1724. Maybe I'm wrong. Can't even read that anymore because it's pretty much faded out. Right there's the Western International bed that's on it. International Harvester, 25,000 gross pounds. But it doesn't tell you the type of truck. The bottom just says truck. So anyway, it's just a 5-speed. Kind of weird. You got first, reverse, second, third, fourth, fifth. Alright. It does have just, you know, the old flatbed green stall type bed on it. I've already undid the latch. I only got one latch for the hood and it's on that side. And this hood is messed up. You see where it's been repaired some here. And I'll show you these hinge brackets on both sides. You can tell that was just further in. It's bent. So the hood kind of goes down at an angle and comes up at a little bit of an angle. Well, y'all know these Internationals and their motors, the big old diesels. Well, this is a MV404 big block gas motor. And it is a gas hog. One of the main reasons I'm making this video on this truck is I'm going to try to get a hold of Jonathan W. He's another YouTuber, runs a wrecker service. I don't know if it's in North Carolina, in the Carolinas, or if it's Georgia, but somewhere over there. I've watched quite a few of his videos, and he's talked about where he's from, but I can't remember. My brain's just shot today. But y'all can see the hinge right there. That one looks straight. The other one over there is bent. And the reason I'm making this video is maybe he can tell me more on this truck, because he runs internationals for all of his wreckers. Does a lot. The bumper is just flimsy, held on by a couple little bolts, because they used to have a snow plow on the front of this truck. It belonged to the school district, which is weird in my opinion, but I said it's the big block. And what I want to do is change the hood out completely. I want to do new doors, but now I'm wondering if I need to do a new cab. You can see it separated a little bit here. I think that comes off of screws. But I'll show you the bad of this thing. As y'all can see, the cab is cracked out there. All around that top's cracked out. It is, can't see the camera. Been hit a few times on the roof here, as you can tell. The back window's been replaced. The bed front's kind of tore up. The bed itself has got a little bit of shit in it. Some shocks have changed off of buddy's semi, Freightliner. You can see it's peeling here and there. Oh, I can't raise the bed, but you can see. I guess you can't see, it's too dark. There you go. The rut in the back of the cab. It seems to be worse on the other side. But I know he's changed out all of his hoods and gone to the school bus front end hoods and stuff. The skirts, hood skirts. God, I need to clean this place up. This is what happens whenever you lease your place out to somebody who don't give a shit about your stuff. That's another story. I'll tell y'all that later. But if you got a shop, don't lease it out to somebody. It's just not worth it in the long run. This is what you end up with: junk everywhere. Which the wiring and the rims are mine, but there's a diagram there for the vacuum hoses and stuff. But that deal hits up here when you close the hood. You gotta literally twist the hood when you close it to hit on the stopper, because the bent hinges. Oh. But anyway, I know he does that, puts school bus front ends on them. Around here you can't get them very cheap at all. And here's why I say I need a new cab. So you can see the gap. Turn it so I can see what I'm pointing at here. There's a gap there. It's all the way down the top of that cab. This door is pretty much trashed, just like the other side is. You can see it flopping around. The camera's not picking it up, but this door flops in and out at the top. Let me close on this, you can see. It's just a floppy flop. And you can see at the bottom a little bit. This door's munched in there just like the other side. Not cracked, but just tore to hell. But you can see the gap in there where the cab has been hit. It's pulled away from the roof line all the way across. It don't appear to be bit on the inside, but just on the outside. I got a hole in the dash. I got rust in the floorboards underneath the mats. I've already pulled it and checked. It's rotted through. You can actually see back to here. I'll turn the night shot on and send y'all underneath there. You can see the rot in this side of the cab. You see it there. It's all straight metal, so it's no problem to replace the metal. I just don't want to do it. My handhelds are missing on both sides. I said, this is... get up there. This is getting hard on my knees. I don't know if I can pull that back out and just retack it somehow. There's cracking along through here. That's just the caulking they put in it. Unload caulking, but it appears to have taken a hit right here. You see where somebody screwed into it here. I don't know if it does, but it's cracked out around here at the front. Yeah, let's see if we can get up here. And you see the dents. There's dents all over this cab. Tar and everything else. Pretty good sized dent there. But I don't know exactly what series this truck is. I know it's an S series, but I don't know. And like I said, there's the shifter pattern is all the way up forward, so first, reverse, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Which is weird, and it does have a high-low rear end. The vent lever, not hooked to nothing. Of course, y'all can't see because it's so damn dark. Let's turn this back on. This is for your vent. It's not hooked up to nothing. The knob for my windshield wipers was missing, so I just put a dual toggle switch for high and low. It works fine. Headlights, the oil pressure gauge has been replaced with the aftermarket one, and they just drilled out the hole and slapped it in there. But I've also got a parasitic draw on the battery. If I leave the battery hooked up, within a couple of days it's dead. So I don't know the brake controller I put in here. It literally doesn't power on to the keys on. The radio doesn't power on to the keys on, but it does have the power back up. I've gone through this whole truck. I can't find anything that's still reading or working with the key off. So, but I've only seen a couple of these internationals locally that were gas powered, and normally that was what the farmers bought to run as green trucks, which this has got a cracked manifold on it as well. But since I got the truck, I got the thing for a song and a dance. I've always been wanting to tell you when I get stuff for you guys, this whole truck, I bought it and drove it home and only gave $400 for this truck. I got it home. It would not start without having to prime it. I took the carburetor apart, and the carburetor was full of crap and just gum, nasty, callous, stank. Went through, rebuilt the carburetor, that thing fires right up now. The only issue I do have is if it sits for a few days, it will drain all the fuel back out of that carburetor, right back into that tank. And I'm pretty sure I know what the deal is there. It'd be like the Bobcats, everything you need to have a backflow preventer on the line, it'll stop that. He had an electric fuel pump on here. I took it off and hooked the factory fuel pump back up. Works fine. The windshield washer fluid bottle, I'm sure is not factory. I believe that to be replaced because I think the other one used to sit over there because the wiring has been checked with all the way over here for wiring. I'll let it run for just a little bit now. The hose is already warm. So don't believe that's original. Like I said, I got holes in the firewall there. I don't know what was going on there. This bracket here is where they had the hydraulic pump mounted for the snow plow. When they had a snow plow on here. I don't know if this is original for this truck or not either. Is this? Y'all can't see for crud. Is that power junction box? I have not gone through this to see if anything stays hot with the key off. That doesn't need to be. I mean, there's wires that lead up here, run up to the top, and I'm sure they're for the cab light, which does not work. But I don't know. I mean, there's wires coming in a big loom running out. I'm sure all that had to do with that snow plow or something. That thing only was latch on it's supposed to. There's a bunch of junk in the seat. There's wiring. Just all sorts of wires. This wire, it's cut. I don't know what the hell it's for. My PTO, I'm sure here's where they had the switch and stuff for the snow plow. But Man, what a mess. But $400. Starts, runs, drives, dumps. Does what I need to do. Since I bought it, I think I may have put on 40, 50 miles. I put 5 gallons of gas in it, and I ran through that here just the other day completely. So I had to put a couple more gallons in it. All the lights work on the cab, which I guess I could do a start. And it's not going to be a true cold start because I've already had it running because I drove it in under the carport. But I'll go ahead and start this thing up, and I don't want to leave the camera sitting there because I don't have my tripod. But I'll just do it this way here. Oh, dang it. It's been a long freaking day. Keys in the ignition. I'm going to pick y'all up over here. Put the camera facing down, and I'm going to crank this puppy up. See, I don't know what the hell that is either. Somebody's and it's trying to key up the whole thing and rock backwards. But this thing, I mean, starts right up. Runs good, smooth. Smokes a little bit when you first start it, but other than that, not bad. I mean, I don't believe the motor's ever been tore into. There's a clustered smoker of wiring here. And this is where I believe the windshield washer original factory bottle was at. The horn works whenever it wants to, but overflow coolant jug. You can see she's got fluid in her. But it runs like a top. So good little running rig. Yes, get up in here. Oh, let me grab I got my light over here, so let me grab it real quick. That's just a hell of a step from down there to up here. That's like knee high if you can see that step. This mess is all mine. Most of it from today. But let's see here. This video is coming on a little bit long too. Well, let's see here. I'll show you all the gauge setup I got going on here. And lovely. Get up here and the light don't work. Ain't that just something? Okay. Turn the lights on. And let's turn the night shot off, see if that might help some. There we go. There's my temperature gauge. Of course, there's no indicators in the indicator area, they're just all open. Fuel gauge, which if you move the truck, you'll see it start bobbling, and it'll come all the way over to E, and it go all the way back. It's messed up. This thing's only got 129,000 miles on it. Altimeter gauge sits low until you start driving it, and it'll finally go up where it needs to be, and it'll bobble back and forth. But that's the aftermarket oil pressure gauge they put in here. And it's all because there was no oil pressure gauge in the cluster. So you added that in to check the oil pressure. It runs right at about 35, 36 at an idle. And it shoots on up to 50, 55. I need to replace it. You can see how sticky it is. But on this truck, that was another sticker. There's the 2-speed axle shifting. And I'm going to turn this lights off. And the smell of fumes is crazy. And you see there's stereo I put in here. But ashtray's missing, cigarette lighters missing. A few things missing, but overall, she seems to be a pretty good truck. I said, what do you expect for $400, you know? Like I said, when I got the truck, this door wouldn't close. You'd think it's closed and mess with it and it'd pop right back open. Piece of crap light. But, anyway, this video is more or less shot so I can get a hold of Jonathan there, send him a link to it and have him watch the video and tell me what he thinks it is, and I'll show you the hood here. As it closes down, you'll watch it'll catch it at one side, so you gotta do that number. Which I'll pop it again here in a minute and disconnect the battery. But this bolt here, which is loose, and that bolt there is all that holds that bumper on. Thinking about doing a custom bumper build anyway for this thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. It's already 20 minutes long, so comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you on the next one. So until then, have yourselves a good one. See you later.